What are your thoughts on what's going on in the world right now?
What's going on with the world, Buck?
I'm asking you.
In what sense? I haven't paid much attention to what's going on.
The country, President Trump, all that's happening and so forth.
You know, like I said, I'm just a positive person, so, you know, I just want the best for everybody.
So, Max, Robert Kraft answering questions on Trump. Brady is not. Is he getting let off the hook?
No, in this case, Brady's not, because he's about to play in the Super Bowl. He's an athlete not only in midseason, getting ready to play in the ultimate game, and is allowed to focus on that game. After Sunday, we can talk about Brady's position vis-a-vis Trump. Robert Kraft is in a very different position. Yes, you could say he doesn't want to cause a distraction to his team, etc. And the excuse, because you need an excuse at this point for your support of Trump. His excuse is they're close personal friends, and Trump has been there for him, and that's a very good excuse. But history is watching, and Kraft and eventually Brady are going to have some answering to do. When the President of the United States is lying or either doesn't understand the information, and I don't know which is worse, when the executive branch may be publicly defying a federal court order, which is ignoring a check on power, when the position vis-a-vis Russia lines up exactly with the Kremlin's, and there could be business conflicts. You know, these are things that have, in my lifetime, in my memory, have never happened before. This is not usual. There's no equivalency with other administrations we've seen. And it is a critical point in American history. And to pretend it's not, to pretend history is not watching is not true. It is. And people like Robert Kraft do have to answer now. And he has. And he, I think, gave the best possible answer. I still don't think it's good enough. And Brady, who's an athlete about to play in the Super Bowl, does not at this moment. So, no, Brady is at this moment not being let off the hook.
You want it, Stephen A?
Go ahead, Will. Go ahead.
We're trying to decide how to react to Tom Brady's one-week reprieve from answering before the Inquisition on his political views. So he gets a pass this week, but next week, that's the week we'll all drag him out in front of the public and really force his hand.
That's right, Will.
Yeah.
That's right. You're going to pretend that this is not unusual, that bad stuff isn't going on? Do you want to pretend?
I'll tell you what I'm not going to have to pretend about.
Max.
I'm going to tell you what I'm not going to have to pretend about. I'll tell you this. The argument that you forward, and you're not alone, there are many. There are many with blogs, there are many with podiums, there are many with microphones who say similar things to you, reminds me of someone who's never had to win an argument in 8+ years, who's never had to actually engage in a debate, who's never actually had to persuade someone over a very long period of time, because the only possible position you can see at this point is that if somebody disagrees with you, they have an unacceptable position. Not that they're
incorrect,
wrong.
Will. Facts are facts. I'm sorry, you
Max,
can't get away with that.
finish.
Facts are facts.
Well, finish.
No. I'm not going to let anyone get away with saying facts aren't facts, and everyone's entitled to their own set of facts.
Let him go, Max, and then you can respond.
Let him go. You're right there.
Max,
let him speak. Go ahead, Will.
Here's the thing. I have afforded you respect on every single debate you've ever established or put forward with me. I would expect the same. And excuses and interruptions and calling to account and holding people accountable in front of the public as though you need to flog them for their political views, to me, Max, I'm going to be quite honest here, are the ultimate height of weakness. If you have an argument...
This is not political, Will. This is common decency.
If you have an argument... If you have an argument with Tom Brady, if you have an argument with Robert Kraft, if you have an argument with Donald Trump, make your argument. Make your argument before the public. Persuade them. But this inquisition that you're on, not just you, I don't mean to be, this is not targeted at Max Kellerman because it's much bigger than that. But this inquisition of anyone that disagrees with you and suggesting that they are so far beyond the pale. And I guess I need to make this clear one more time. This isn't even something I don't think I disagree with you on, Max.
Sure.
But I have a larger point to make. And that is that you need to open yourself up to actually having an argument to ever win one. You will continue to lose. You will lose it here with me today. Yes, you will lose it with me today. You will lose it in elections. You will lose your principle. You will lose your position because you're not actually facing up to the debate.
Lost the argument.
You're not facing up to the debate. What you're doing is you're dragging public figures out and saying we must expose them for anything they disagree with me on. You're doing it over and over, and once they speak, we interrupt, we shame, we shout down.
Well, wait,
you don't persuade.
I will let you continue. I just want to.
I'm done.
We have never seen, ever, in American politics in our lifetime, an administration continually come up with their own set of facts, you know, that has been investigated and are uncontroversial, and then insist, no, those facts aren't true. These facts are true.
Max.
And this is an authoritarian, from the authoritarian playbook. You create fatigue with people because the media has this case of, as you know, on the other hand. So here's one position. On the other hand, let's consider this. But if the facts are continually generated from I don't know where, but are clearly untrue and disprovable, and we continually pay attention to them as though there are two sides of the argument because there are two sets of facts, we miss the point. This is a unique case. This has not happened before. And so when someone is continually caught either lying or misunderstanding simple facts, and people say, whoa, wait a minute, this is not normal, and then people, well, let's hear it out. Well, what you're going to be hearing out is one side clinging to facts that don't exist, and the other side actually offering facts.
Look,
don't pretend this has happened before in our politics.
I want to let Stephen A. in, but I just want to make this point, Max. If what you say is true, it both heightens the need for you to persuade people to your side, and secondarily should make it easy for you to do so. Not drag the quarterback of the New England Patriots out and chastise him for his potential disagreement with you.
Is that